Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? So it was Wednesday afternoon. I had no intentions of shaving today. None. Off work and was doing some running around. I made it to the post office and got some stuff mailed on the giveaway. Finally. I'm getting there. I am getting there. I got the Eco mailed back to its owner, and so everything was going great. So I don't know if you ever worked in a plant or not, but if you have, you know what an FSO is. And the plant FSO where I work, birthday was today. So some of the security people went together and they got him something. So I went and picked it up and took it to the plant. Big mistake. Big, huge mistake. Because now I got to go back and go to work tonight with just a couple hours of sleep. Don't go to work when you're off. I can ignore the phone if I'm not there. I don't ignore the phone anyway. Anyhow, so that's tonight. So now I got to shave before I go to work. I got a couple hours of sleep, and I got a good enough growth here to play with. Should be fun. And going to go in and go to work tonight. Now, the good thing is that it's a roving shift. So I enjoy roving. That's what I used to do at the other plant. Lets me get out and move around the plant, see what's going on. It's good stuff. So anyway, so Wednesday makes it Williams Wednesday. We're going to go with just regular old modern Williams tonight. We're going to use a nice big bore brush. We're going to finish up with some Clubman that I put in a bottle, and when I tried to peel the label off the plastic bottle and put on here, as you can see, it didn't do very good. But anyway, it's Clubman. I like it's got the little cork in the bottle. Smells good. Now I know there's people that say, you decant it into a glass bottle and it gets a more clean smell to it, and it doesn't have I've never been able to smell the plastic on an aftershave. Just about everything I have is in plastic bottles these days. The Aquavella used to come in glass bottles, and I do still have some of the glass bottles, and I just refill them as they get old or get used up. But anyway, I've never been able to tell that plastic stink people talk about. I don't know. But anyway, so today we're going to use a Auto Strop, and it's not a valet Auto Strop. We're going to go back to the Auto Strop A here, A1. And it it's got the push button open and everything. This was the first model of the Auto Strop, and it, like I said, before it was even named Valet. Now this one is silver and it does clean up good. This particular one is not cleaned up. It's tarnished because I'm okay with the patina. And I have one of the new model feather blades. Now these are feather blades that are actually made for these kind of razors. They got that got the cutouts. You can use them in the ones that need the cutouts and stuff. The thing about the feather blades is, to me, they're over sharp. They're kind of harsh to start out with sometimes, and I don't think they last as long as other blades. I think they're over sharp. But anyway, so I was just going to show here real quick how you load one. Grab it by the sides so that you're not going to cut your finger. That's a real important thing. And as you'll see on the top there, it's got a little, there you go, you can see it right there. That's what you load the blade in. And the blade just kind of slides in, and it just slides down, and then it's got a little something that slides under, and that's got the blade in there. Loads in there just like that. And this is also how the valets load. They're the ones that load like this. And just missed the clock because there's my alarm going off. And then it folds over forward, and you kind of put a little pressure on it, and you push the button on the back that slides the guard, and everything goes up behind the blade guards. And then you just make sure everything is nice and centered, and you're ready to go. How you like it? And this is, of course, open comb. The valets, a lot of them were. Till you got to what? The VC4, I think, what they called the runner guard. And it had a regular guard on it. I love the open combs. I really do. And the original Auto Strops here are great. You got the Auto Strop A1 and A2. The A2 just had a square lug on top of the handle here. And I've got one of those too somewhere. I don't know. Things get put up and I don't know where they go. Now, something else I wanted to show you, because this is something not everybody has. I like stuff not everybody has, and I like showing stuff not everybody has. I'm also enjoying the Tundra Mud Coffee. Trout Whisperer, thanks again. You said something about sending a muddier cup next time. The same stuff is just fine. There is nothing wrong with this. I know it says medium roast, but I'm going to say it again. It's as good as any dark roast I get. All right, so here we go. So you may remember that I got some of the feather carbon steel blades to try, because I like carbon steel blades. I just think it's a better connection to the older stuff, and I really like them. Thing about the feather carbon steel blades is they're garbage for shaving. I'm not sure they'll scrape paint, but they're definitely garbage for shaving. They look cool, being dark and everything, but they're just not People's talked about stropping them and using them. I couldn't, and I've used paint scraper blades to get shaves out of. Stuff like the Durham duplex and things of that nature. I've used modern blades, carpet blades, and I've gotten shaves out of them. This thing wasn't that good. What I do have is this though. These were this particular one was an advertisement for the Philadelphia Inquirer and its Auto Strop safety razor company, New York, London, and Toronto. It's a utility knife, and you take the valet blade. Now this will also work with modified regular gym SE blades where you de-spine them and clip the ends off of them. But anyway, the blade loads pretty much just like it does in the razor. It slides into the tray and it's got a little nub it goes behind. And then you have a little utility knife. And not only do you have a little utility knife, but you have a cigar cutter. Now this was obviously made for the little cheroots that came up kind of to a point. So if you smoke pyramid style cigars or some of the smaller cigars, you can still get the end up in there and you can clip it, and it's a really, really neat little thing. These things pop up on eBay sometimes. I've got several, and I've given several away as gifts just because people that like valet, the Auto Strop razors or just the regular valet Auto Strops, these are really neat. This one does have a big ding right there in the middle of where it says the Philadelphia Inquirer, but it absolutely affects nothing. So anyway, a little something neat you don't see every day. Right there, compliments of Uncle Fuzzy. Alright, so let's get this shave going on with the Auto Strop. I don't remember when I shaved with this thing last, but it's a really, really good shave. I enjoy the shaves with the valets, but something about the good old Auto Strop here just makes it fun. So we're going to start with the regular old non-balloon Williams, and we've got this cake wore down pretty good. I don't know if I've ever actually gone all the way through. Usually I get it down really good and then I just put a new cake on top of what's left and I keep going. But this one's working down pretty good. And it doesn't take a whole lot of work, to get the soap in the brush. This one's I think I did this last time too. I should have shaken the brush out a little bit more. It's not going to hurt anything at all. We're still getting plenty of soap loaded in the brush, and that's what we're after. I'm not worried about building lather in the bowl or in the mug, as it were. And this again, I don't know, some of you may not have seen it before. This is a heart mug. It looks like it's wood, but it's not. They make a couple of different colors and everything. This one was actually a gift to me. And I've got some folks that just are really generous. And I try to be the same way. I really do. So anyway, we're going to get the Williams worked up here and get it going, and it's just not any problem. I don't know, people have problems with it. I say this a million times, I'm a Williams guy, so I don't have any problem with it. I don't know what to tell you if you can't make Williams work. Blame it on your water, blame it on your brush, blame it on the soap. I blame it on you. But that's just how I am. We're going to get it going here. We'll even do a little paintbrush. Now that's one thing, I'm a swirl type guy. I don't think you hurt a brush by using it making swirly motions. I don't think you hurt a brush by putting a little extra pressure on it where it splays out a little bit. Yada, yada, yada. I just don't. But nothing wrong with doing some painting. Williams seems to like it. Modern Williams seems to like doing some painting. And it's a really nice slick lather. You're not looking for buttercream. If you're looking for buttercream, the Williams is not going to do it for you, because that's not what it's made for. It's made to be a good protective slick soap. So here we go. Brand new feather. Absolutely first shave on it. These are a little more expensive, and that turns some people off. And then, they only make them in Japan, I guess, so they're a little harder to find. But the first couple of shaves are just really good. It really is. So here we go. We're going to come back up here and come down. And this is over a day's growth. It's not full 2 days. Day and a half, let's call it. But to me, that's the test of a razor. It's not all the time whether you can tackle a 3 or 4 day growth with it. To me, the test of a razor is if you can do your everyday shave with it easily. Razor to razor, blade to blade. Doesn't mean you can't have favorites. Don't get me wrong. I do, and this would be one of my favorites. This rates right up with my old lather catchers, the Camp Brother Star Razors, which I think everybody should have one of those too. But look what it's done. It's just a really, really, really nice shave. Look, we'll paint this whole thing on. I won't even use swirling motions. I'll just show you that you can just paint it on. Well, Fuzzy, that looks like clown paint. Okay, that's fine. I don't see the issue. I do not see the issue. All right. Good old Slick Williams lather. Now, if you're looking for a single edge blade, my brother-in-law, as y'all might remember, I had given him a fairly nice looking 1912 in a little travel set. It was a full size handle, but it was in the travel case. I don't know, it probably had a name at some time and I don't know it. But he was able to get on Amazon the other day and found some of the Gem stainless blades in the 10 blade vault or magazine, whichever you want to call it. I call it a vault. But and he got them at a good price. I don't remember right off the top of my head what the price is he got, but he got them at a good price. So if you're looking for blades, check out Amazon. Personally, I like the carbon steel. I understand why people like the stainless. They don't want to have to dry them off, and they don't care about the nostalgia type with the carbon steel. I'm okay with that. If you like the stainless blade, you know, it's still good shaving. Still a real razor, and it's still the classic style, and I'm okay with it. So there's just a little hint. If you need some blades, the Gem stainless blades that they're selling on Amazon are good blades. I've used them. I used to get those at, I've gotten them at Walgreens before. And I remember distinctly getting them at a Walgreens. I was going through Natchez, Mississippi one time and stopped at the Walgreens there. It's right there on 61 as you go through. And that's what they had there, and I picked them up. And they're good blades. Nothing wrong with it at all. So there we go. 2 passes, and boy, we got a good shave. These razors, I don't know. Some people say they're harsh or they're hard to find the angle with. I just don't see that. I don't see where there's any problem at all finding the angles and using them. They're just really, really great little razors. So I was on toast earlier today and got caught up just a little bit, and I was planning on doing more later. Like I said, I got to the post office and got some stuff mailed off, and I was going to finish. I've got to fill out some custom forms for some of them going to other places. We've literally got members all over the world. And I've got stuff going to Portugal and stuff going to Australia and stuff going to Canada. And all those require the customs forms, and I was out of them. So I picked up some, and hopefully I can get the rest of the stuff mailed out tomorrow. And so I was out running around having a good cigar, and I stopped by my cigar store, and they're back in with the ones that I normally smoke. They're factory smokes by Drew Estates, by the way. If you're looking for a good smoke and you don't want to pay a whole lot of money for a cigar, look for the Drew Estate factory smokes. They're really good. They smoke way above their price point. So today was going good, and it's still going good even though I have to go to work. So there was our touch-up pass, and everything is just feeling great. I'm going to jump in the shower before I put my aftershave on, and we'll be stinking mo better for work tonight. We sure will. So like I said, I got the Eco sent back to its owner, and I got good shaves with it. It really did work good, but it's still not something I'm going to spend money on personally. But somebody pointed out at Toast, and I'm just going to add this in here at the end of the video, that younger people who are wanting to get into this kind of shaving, they worry about on the single edge about finding blades, seems to be. They worry that there's not a big blade choice. The reason, you don't need a big blade choice, but they worry about that. So maybe those half double edge, what we're going to call shade, single half of a double edge, maybe those will get some of the younger people into the single edge fold, and then once they start, then they can pick up on the vintage stuff maybe, and you know, what I call real razors, and go to town. Yeah, someone mentioned that, and that may be a true thing. So hey, there may be use for the things. But anyway, so there we go. That's enough rambling for today. You know, if you don't have a valet, you don't have to find one of the original Valet A's. Get one of the Valet Auto Strops. Get you some feather blades, or get one of the older models that use the, you can use the modified gem blade. There's videos showing you how to modify the blade. Takes a minute, and you're ready to go. And it'll give you some really good close shaves, easy close shaves, and it's just, they're just fun. They got all the little gears on them, and it looks like a, you know, a steampunk style. Really fun. All right, well, we're going to cut this one at 16 minutes today. All my rambling, drinking my coffee. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.